I'm gonna start. Okay.
Welcome to the Sports Drink Club, to another episode, a very special episode, The Masters. Tiger Woods, baby.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods. I am Patrick Melton. I am one half member of the Sports Drink Club. My co-host Keenan Duke with me. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, bro. I watched the Masters yesterday, and I watched the best part of the Masters yesterday, which is Sunday. Now, obviously, I do watch golf. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and lie to the public here and act like I wasn't even watching since Thursday. I watched pretty much every round Tiger played in since Thursday, but it was a slow climb, but such a dramatic finish. I loved it.
Isn't that golf just a slow climb?
Golf is
I'm just messing with you, man.
Golf is a slow climb. I mean, it's only interesting when he's around. Okay,
this is very true. I think that's the struggle that golf is finding right now is life without Tiger. Like, how do you survive without Tiger?
It sucks. It's like eating cereal with water.
You better put some water
on that damn shit. Like, seriously, man. Like, it's like watching golf without Tiger is like eating like peanut butter with no jelly. You know what I mean?
Having the ham with no burger.
No ham with no burger. Like, can you eat a ham sandwich with no condiments on it whatsoever? Like just ham and bread. Like, can you eat that?
No.
I mean, you could eat it.
You could, but that's gonna be a dry bite.
It's a dry ass bite. Yeah, man. Like, I'd rather have ham and cheese. And I mean, okay, I'm not really the biggest mayo fan, but when it comes to ham, I guess I'll have mayo.
I like mayo, so I put it on stuff.
Bro, like Undercover Brother, bro. Like, is it really true, bro? Like, Undercover Brother, bro.
Mayo.
Oh,
mayonnaise.
But just for the listeners out there, I am drinking another Pinot Noir, but this one is Red Diamond, something that you can find at the bottom of your shelf.
I was like, you don't like this one, do you? You're just forcing it down, basically.
Honestly, it was just a cheap bottle, and I just needed something. So,
well,
not gonna lie.
Well, I'm still drinking on my water, not my hydro flask. So,
well, I was told
I'm gonna have a drink next time, though.
I was told by an anonymous listener that I need to get better taste in drinks. Well,
why?
I'm not helping my cause right now by choosing a bottle of Pinot Noir named Red Diamond that is under $10 at the bottom of your shelf.
wait, but what was the drink that they said that you need to improve your drinking choice?
I'm not too sure. That's why they're anonymous. I have no idea.
Huh.
But at least we have somebody out there listening.
This is true. We got somebody. Hey, thank you, person, or people, whoever you be.
They know who they are. We need to get a better choice in drinks. So next episode, I'm sure that we'll bring something to the table.
Should I bust out the bullet next episode?
You may have to bust out the bullet next time.
I love bullet. I love bullet, man. That's so delicious. That's the best kind of whiskey to use with an old fashioned, in my opinion.
You know what? I haven't really gotten to the old fashions. I know that that's something that you really like. I'm more of a mule guy.
Okay.
I like the Moscow mule, maybe a Mexican mule.
Okay.
Maybe even an Irish mule.
There's lots of mules. Mules are everywhere. I think there's a Chinese mule or Japanese. I heard Japanese whiskeys are really good. I need to.
Hold on, wait. So there is a Japanese mule?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a mule in Japan.
Well,
but I'm just saying, like.
Let's get back on track here, man. I'm pretty sure there's a mule in Japan. I'm sure there is too. Somewhere on some farm somewhere. I'm sure there is too.
I'm sure. I'm just saying there's Japanese whiskey, so you can have a Japanese mule.
Oh man.
All right. Let's get back to it.
Well, listeners, if you did not watch yesterday, Tiger Woods bring another green jacket home. You absolutely missed a good one. And the thing about it is that, like we alluded to earlier, it's just not the same watching golf on Sundays without Tiger. Now, I know that there was a period of time where he was going through his struggles as a golfer, not off the course, which we will.
I mean, he was going through it then
Right.
too, but
Yeah,
yeah.
we will get to a little bit later, but just on the course, and I felt like the media was trying to force feed us Rory McIlroy or Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth and Dustin Johnson, trying to basically say that this is the new PGA, okay? And you better get used to it because these are the guys that we're going to be watching. And even though they were exciting, okay, and even
And
though we did see some great majors going on, it just was not the same. It just wasn't the same as far as what your eyes see when you watch someone play golf. Not to say that they're not exciting and not to say that they're not great, which they are, all of them in their own rights, which those players that I just named, all of them at one point have been number one player in the world, but there is something different about Tiger when he steps onto that course. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because when you see that red that he wears on Sunday, you know that he means business. And yesterday, he meant business. And you saw how people crumbled down towards the stretch when Tiger put the pressure on.
which is interesting because obviously he hasn't been at the top of his game for the past several years. So to see, like you said, the competition kind of crumble beneath him, even though he's got the name obviously of Tiger Woods, but knowing that he's not the Tiger of old, for them to still succumb to the pressure that he put on, like that just kind of tells you how great he really is. The fact that he can be off his game for, the past 3, 4 years, if not a little bit longer, and still people fear him whenever he's creeping up on them. Like whenever he's breathing down their necks, they feel it and they can't handle it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And
I
that
100% agree
that
with you.
held true when he was doing his thing, whenever he was behind somebody, when he was at the top of his game, people couldn't handle it, and they can't handle it now, even though he's not near as great as he was, but he's showing signs of recapturing some of that greatness back.
Absolutely, and I don't think that the greatness ever left per se. I just think that his game has evolved. Okay, he's
Involved
not
in what way?
I say that it's evolved in a way where he's using more of his mind instead of just raw ability. I mean, just think about it for a second. His body is not the same. His back is basically fused. Okay. He's not able to do and use that torque and get that extra oomph on the ball like he used to. Now he literally is relying a lot on his skill.
Mm.
Okay. And we're talking about years of experience, years of playing in certain type of situations. Okay. And that's what he has as far as the advantage of being a 43-year-old man, okay, who has captured his 15th major as he gets a little bit closer to Jack Nicklaus, who is just that ghost that has 18. Okay. I don't know if he's going to make it anytime. I don't know if he's going to
Man,
make it,
I
before
hope
his
he
career is
does.
over, but I think that he certainly does have a chance.
Of course, he has a chance with him only needing 3 just to tie. Obviously, you hope that he gets 4 so he can take the lead. It's just the reason why I hope that he does end up doing it is just because I feel like he should have done it a long time ago. Like, in all
Absolutely.
honesty, he should have smashed that record. And if it wasn't for everything that, you know, through his own fault, he's fallen short of that and hasn't done it yet. Um, it just sucks because you know that he had that record in the bag, because he was
Absolutely.
so close so long ago to where if he would have just kept any sort of resemblance of what, even if he fell off a little bit, he would have at least gotten a 20 by now, at
Absolutely.
the very minimum.
At the very minimum, and I think that this was probably the best thing that ever happened to him was to have that fall from grace, and just
How
to kind
so?
of
Just a-
well, let me tell you why. I think it humbled him a lot, you know what I mean? I think you see a completely different Tiger than what you used to see. The Tiger that we used to see was just when he was winning all those majors and he was winning all those tournaments, that's when he was party guy Tiger, when he was, you know, in front of the media. I'm the greatest golfer in the world. I've got my family with me. I've got everything, going for me. I'm the perfect role model. But behind closed doors, he was somebody completely different. And I
did he
really do.
claim? What did you say? Sorry.
Well, I really do believe that his success had to play a part with what he was doing behind closed doors.
Oh, for
I mean, I
sure.
really do. It got to his head. Just to kind of give you a list out, the infidelity, the scandal that he had, obviously, with his wife, the 2017 arrest when he got pulled over and he looked crazy as hell
Mm,
on all
yeah.
them damn pills.
Yeah, that was
You
a
know what I'm
bad
talking
photo.
about. And then just anything else that he had going on as far as the injuries, okay, as far as him falling off, all right, all the women coming out saying that they did this and that with Tiger, yada yada, him losing all his sponsors. I
Mhm.
mean, basically the media, you remember this. This wasn't that long ago,
No,
Keenan. The
they
media
tore
left
into
him for
him.
dead.
Oh, yeah, they tore into him, and, yeah, they beat him up, and like you said, they threw him out the car and left him for dead on the side of the road, and it
They
was
they
up to
really
him
did.
it was up to him to pick himself up and, you know, get back to trying to be as close to, not to say that he wasn't respectable, because the thing is, like, it's hard for me in those when those types of things happen, especially like the infidelity type stuff, is
Right.
that someone like that in that position gets torched for infidelity.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, there are ordinary people, and it's like the same people who are probably like condemning him have probably been, you know, they've probably cheated on someone in their own life at some point
Right.
in the past. And it's like so it's like such a hypocritic type thing to do. To where it's just like you're literally like saying, "Oh, that's so terrible. Look at how bad they are." When it's like half the population does that stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what
And
I mean? So it's like, how much can you truly condemn somebody for something that literally almost everybody does? And I won't say like everybody because there's a lot of people who are faithful and stuff like that, but still,
right.
there's a lot of people who get cheated on. So, and like you said, that the wealth and his success played into that, and that seems to be a common thread with people who follow that behavior. So it's like if you're wealthy and you're very successful, it seems to be that 9 times out of 10 those types of people are unfaithful in their romantic relationships, and half of those people don't get caught, or like it's not brought to the the public's eye, so they're not condemned and shamed in the way that a person like Tiger was. So it's like, it's kind of irksome a little bit,
Absolutely. And, I'm going to go a step further. The fact that, Tiger Woods is a person of color and, his wife was not, I believe that played a factor in the media just absolutely just tearing into him. Now, do I have any evidence behind that? No. Do I have a feeling that that could have played a part?
for
Yes.
sure. Yeah, and
And
I think we all felt it. You could feel
absolutely.
because it's like to me, it goes back to that same argument that I was just making, where it's like, how many people do that stuff and have gotten caught? Like to me, it's just like, how many politicians do we know of who've done that type of stuff?
Well, I
Do
mean, I
they
know
get?
one
Do they?
politician right now who's getting under a lot of heat right now, your boy,
Well,
Joe
yeah.
Biden.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying. But like, how are they getting dragged through the mud? Not really.
Nah,
Not to the severity that Tiger was. You know what I
man, I felt
mean?
like Tiger was
It was
crucified on
like,
a cross, bro.
and he was, and it was kind of like it was like everyone was just waiting, and it's like, oh, like in the back of their like there's so many people just sitting back, like looking for that one thing to bring him down, and they got it, and they went full tilt on it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But
Yeah,
this past weekend, I mean, it was just it you don't have I mean, if you didn't like this moment when he was on the 18 and he putted for bogey to basically win the match,
hmm
um, his family was there, he celebrated, his mom was there, his kids were there, his girlfriend was there, but the first person that he hugged was his son. And me having a son just that was a huge moment for me because if anybody watched the 97 Masters or if you just go back on YouTube and just watch the 97 Masters, the first person that he hugged was his
was
dad, Earl, who died.
passed away. Yeah,
I mean, you don't have a soul, man, if you didn't get goosebumps in that moment. And that was just absolutely wonderful to see. And I believe that the sports world has been healed, okay, in a sense. And the reason why I say that is because we've been waiting for so long. for Tiger to get back into this position, especially winning a huge event like this. We've been waiting for so long to talk about golf like this again. Do you not realize how transcendent this guy has been in not only the sports world, but just in this sport, golf? Can you imagine golf without Tiger Woods? That's the part that I'm talking about, is that it's almost feels like he's bigger than the game. You don't want to take players and say, well, he's bigger than the game. But if there's one sport that I can honestly pick, because think about it for a second. You could put Michael Jordan, you could put Babe Ruth, or any other great baseball player that you could think of. You can put, you know, your boy Maradona for soccer.
That's not my boy. But.
I know, but just you think about great players in particular sports, okay? And I can't. I don't know. I can't put anybody
in that same category as Tiger. That's
no,
kind of like transcended his sport, like above. And I would agree with you. The only other person that I can possibly think of that I think does compare to a certain degree, but just I think Tiger's in a league of his own and what you're talking about. The only other person that I can think of that when I think of that particular sport, to me, they kind of embody and have transcended that sport, and that would be Serena Williams with tennis.
Right.
She's the only other person that I can think of where it's like when I think of a sport, by far and away, she's probably one of the, if not the only person to come to mind. The thing is, like, Tiger Woods kind of is the only person that comes to mind. Like, I'm a little bit more versed in golf than maybe some people are, like not as much as you, but I can still think of several other golfers besides Tiger Woods. But like for tennis, it's like there's a few, but to me, it's like Serena's like top end. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And Tiger, like you said, has transcended just golf and sports to where, like you said, when you think of golf, 99% of the time, that's the only name most people can think of.
That's exactly right. I mean, if you were not glued in this weekend watching golf, by the way, highest ratings, the absolute highest ratings that they have had in the last decade. Okay. This is a fact. Okay. This is how much he moves the needle. All right. When he's on TV. And guess what? Golf is back. You don't think the PGA is happy that he won the Masters this past weekend? Oh, baby.
Oh, they're thrilled.
You better believe it.
No, they're thrilled. They couldn't be happier. This is exactly what they wanted, to where, especially with the Masters being the first of the 4 majors, like they're hoping that this can carry over to the rest of the majors for the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So this may just carry over into just the next regular tournament for all we know.
Exactly. So it's like, of course, they're thrilled that he won the Masters, the very first majors of the year, because now everyone's going to be interested. Okay, so now he's kind of off the schneid with getting 15. He's won a major again. He's only 3 away from tying Jack Nicklaus. It's like, okay, so now people are probably already questioning, could he potentially do it this year? Like, could he win every single major to tie? Like, obviously, a lot of people, like, I don't think it can happen, but the possibility nonetheless is there.
Definitely. The possibility is back. And, you know, the best thing about this past weekend is that he was pushed. Okay. Molinari was in his group, and Molinari has actually won a major last year against Tiger. I can't remember the major right off the top of my head, but I know that last year that Molinari, he's a up and coming like new Italian golfer that is absolutely he's a great golfer. Okay, and he had his moments this weekend to really take advantage and get the lead on Tiger, but you just saw Tiger kind of just lingering around. But who else did Tiger beat this weekend? Dustin Johnson, who obviously is the number 1 golfer in the world. Brooks Koepka, who in his 5 wins has won 4 majors, which is kind of crazy. Most of his wins are majors.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
cool.
Brooks Koepka is a super young, new, talented golfer who absolutely just hits bombs every time he strikes it. The thing is that these guys grew up emulating Tiger. So the reason why they're that good is because, in a sense, Tiger created him. So in this new golf, there's a whole bunch of little Tigers, but there's only one blueprint, and we saw it this weekend. Okay, as we approach the 18, I mean, I'm talking about the scene. Him walking up on the 18. I mean, I've never seen a crowd like that. I've never heard people cheer like that. And there have been reports of people who were there that this is the loudest that the Masters has ever been. Okay. We're talking about a guy who hasn't won a major since 2009. We're talking about a guy who has won his 5th green jacket, who's 40, and get me wrong, 43 years old. Okay. And now making this his 81st win, 2nd of all time in PGA Tour wins, period. Okay. We're witnessing history, man. And the crazy part about it is that the old guys are winning right now, man. I know that this year, Phil Mickelson's got a win on the tour. And now Tiger's got to win. The old guys are still kicking, and those guys can still play golf. And so it's pretty great to see at this moment in time Tiger Woods get this major, because I've been waiting for this for so long. He was making a trend last year. I told everybody last year that he was going to get back in the mix. When he won the Players, which was the last tournament of the year, I told everybody that he was going to win a major next year. Everybody said he was done. Everybody said he was finished. People said he should retire. But guess what? Tiger Woods is back, and he's here to stay, and he will capture another major this year. I don't think it's going to be all 4, but I think that he'll get another one.
So you think he'll win half of the majors, probably?
Half of the majors. I truly believe that.
I can see that happening. I feel like he could get another one in him. And I just think it'll be really cool if he were able to, get another one, just putting him, a couple behind 18. And just the fact that, like you said, like it's been since 2009
since
that he
won
won a major. Yeah. Like that's 10 years ago. Like that is insane. And to think, like you said, like just imagine if he'd have been playing for these past 10 years, at the level that he's even playing now. If it was anything close to what he was in the 10 years ago, my God, how many majors do you think he could have had?
And excuse me, guys, I want to correct myself. 2008 was when he won the last major against Rocco Mediate. Rocco Mediate.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a throwback
yes,
name
sir.
right there.
Yes, sir. I remember that specifically because Tiger Woods tweaked his knee, and he ended up hitting a chip shot, man, and absolutely just draining this hole.
Rocco kind of fumbled those last few holes away, though, didn't he?
He did.
I remember that.
Last few holes away, but that's what I'm saying. When Tiger is on your hip, okay, things happen.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that tournament because it was like Rocco kind of had it in the bag.
Yeah,
and then it was like those last 3 holes, and it's just it was just like he just crumbled.
Yeah, they went into like a playoff, and Rocco Mediate just ended up like crumbling. But man, this is just great for golf. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be watching a lot more of it this year, but I've always been watching it, to be honest with you. Anytime Tiger is playing, it doesn't matter if it's a Honda Classic or, the Masters or any sort. It doesn't matter. It could be the toilet bowl. Like I don't care, right? Like I'm gonna absolutely watch it, every single time. But let me ask you a question, Keenan. And I want to peel back a layer. Okay. Do you think that people of color, even though Tiger came out a while back and said that he doesn't affiliate himself as black per se, but do you still think people of color are still accepting him? Even like, do you think that this is a win for us still? Because of everything that he's gone through, especially with the off the course issues and, with the injuries and him struggling and everybody thinking that he's done and all of that. Even though he said that a while back, did you feel more people coming out of the woodworks this past, 24 hours, past, 48 hours, talking about Tiger Woods that are the same hue as us?
I mean, I think you did. Obviously, I mean, one of our friends, Kelvin, even posted. Oh, so everyone's golf fans now, because no one's been talking about golf, and then all of a sudden, Tiger was. It's like,
You damn right.
okay,
You damn
Tiger won. I
right.
love golf. Like, so it's one of those where I don't know. Like, I think you inherently hope and are happy to see him do well because just historically for so long, no matter what Tiger said, he still represents something that was, for so long kind of shut off to us.
100%.
So to see him kind of recapture the throne a little bit, even if it's just for one more tournament, for one more major, I think you can't help but be happy for Tiger. And
100%.
if you are African American, if you're uh, you have to be proud to see him kind of pick himself back up because it's one thing, especially in society these days, where it seems like no one wants to give anyone like a second chance, or like no one like the redemption story is kind of like shunned. So to see him kind of come up from the ashes and pick himself back up and get to where he's playing at a level to where he can win a major, I think that's great. Hopefully, like you said, he's been humbled and he's changed for the better, and this just kind of helps encapsulate that with, you see maybe how much it really meant to him, with him, like you said, giving a hug to his son, which
Absolutely.
mirrored, giving a hug to his dad.
Absolutely.
So regardless, for at least for me, for what he said, which I thought kind of got blown out of proportion to begin with.
100%. I think so too.
I think I'm happy for him. Like, and it doesn't even matter that I'm, African American. I'm just happy for Tiger as a person that,
Exactly.
he kind of went through that struggle that he did, and he's managed to kind of get back in a good place.
Right. And I'm a Tiger fan, man. And, I've always been through and through, no matter, if people feel a certain type of way because, he's a person of color or whatever it may be. Regardless, it's a story about redemption. It's a story about second chances to me.
Hmm.
And this is life. Okay.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
deserves a
Everyone messes up,
everyone messes up. Everyone deserves a second
and
chance.
especially with the mess up like that. Like that's like I said, like that's a mess up that a lot of people do. It's not like he murdered
Right.
someone. You
Exactly.
know,
And
it's
at
not
the end of
it's
the
not like it's a crime. It's not like he did something that's like so unforgivable, because people do that stuff, and some people are forgiven for that kind of stuff, or
yeah,
just people just move on and they learn from it. But it's like that's not such a transgression that you know should put him in the place that he got put.
exactly. And I'm just glad to see his passion be back, in his heart to where he enjoys it now. Okay.
Hmm.
There's a period in time where I felt like Tiger Woods did not enjoy playing golf. He was out there,
Yeah, but
but
he didn't have the look. You could just tell it was all
you
over
could
his
just
body
tell.
language.
Absolutely. And he is back enjoying golf and playing golf. And I just feel like the world is a lot better of a place when he is being competitive. Okay. And in this case, winning majors, it's just a friendly place. It's just
Hmm.
a friendly place. Um, I want to touch on something. Okay. I want to touch on the fact that Trump said that he's going to be giving Tiger the Presidential Medal of Freedom after this win. What?
That sounds so bad. I'm
For all
sorry.
you MAGA fans out there,
Ugh,
I just wanted to throw that in there. Trump intends of giving Tiger
God, that
the
sounds
Presidential
terrible.
Medal of Freedom for winning this weekend. If that doesn't make you
What?
excited,
I mean, does it? I feel like that was a sentence taken from like a
it's true.
18, like
It's true.
50 something paper.
Everybody was tweeting. Everybody was getting into the mix. Celebrities, public figures, even the president. The
But
president feels.
what is the Medal of Freedom? Do you know? What is that?
No, I don't know. That's what he said. You say he was going to give him the Medal of Freedom. I don't even
It
know what that
just
is.
sounds weird. Like I don't. That's like cringeworthy to me.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe it wouldn't be so cringeworthy if it, it
What's more
weren't.
cringeworthy? The president giving him the Medal of Freedom or the tournament that's named the Masters? Which one is more cringeworthy?
That's true. That's true. That's true. But that makes it even worse now. He just won the tournament of the Masters, and now he's being granted the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Like he was playing for his freedom in that tournament.
Well,
We just went on a tangent there, but
yeah, this episode got real dark real quick. But I got a sweet tea check.
Okay.
Over under on Tiger's wins for this year. I mean, I'm just talking about.
Are we just wins? Just
PGA Tour wins. He's already at 1. Over or under 3 this year?
Okay. Quick question though for you, because I don't know the answer to this. How many tournaments are there in total throughout the year?
It depends on how many tournaments he's playing in, to be honest.
Okay, but like, give me an average. Like, how many tournaments will he play in?
About at least 15 to 16 more tournaments.
15 to 16 more tournaments?
I mean, 15 to 16 more tournaments that he'll probably play in.
Okay. I'll take that. I think he'll have over 3.
Over or under 3?
Over.
Okay. I think he's going to push right at 3. He's going to win 3.
You're going to have 3?
3.
Does the Masters count to that or no?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
You'll push even.
I'm going to push 3 even at 3.
Okay,
I don't know what tournaments he's going to win, but he's probably just going to win 3.
Okay. That sounds like a good bet to me. All right, cool.
Yeah, we got sweet tea on that, guys. Please keep that tracked up.
All right, cool.
But we're definitely going to be coming back here this week with a few more episodes since we did take a little bit of a hiatus. We will be coming with 4 episodes this week. I just want to let you know we're going to be discussing the NBA playoffs. We got the NHL playoffs. We got the Champions League. Definitely going to be going over our bets. What else we got, Keenan?
I don't know. Like we said, like I think the episode, I'm really excited about Champions League and just a little bit of EPL talk, because I think English Premier League's real interesting coming down to the wire. So
real interesting.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now. So
you know who my team is, right?
Who?
Barca.
Man, they're not even in the English Premier League. Why are you talking about Spain?
Talking about the Champions League, man.
Oh, okay.
Barcelona's gonna win it all, man. I already told y'all guys that.
I do not want Barca to win just because I don't want Messi to win.
Why you don't like Barcelona, bro? There's everything to love about Barcelona. Go to Spain.
You just like it because you went to Spain and you went to the stadium.
What? I did, man. I fell in love with the team, bro. I love it. Don't get mad at me.
Why didn't you go to Real Madrid? Why didn't you go to Real Madrid? Maybe you would have.
Because I wasn't in Madrid. I was in Barcelona, fool.
You should have been in Madrid. But anyway, yeah, I'm really. We got a lot to talk about. We got, like you said, we got basketball, NHL, got some soccer talk, and we'll probably be talking about some more baseball.
Absolutely. Well, we got a special guest coming in the next episode. Darian Searcy from the West Side.
We got DJ Searcy up in the house.
Yeah, man. We used to play football against this cat, man, back in the day, but he is a great, knowledgeable person about basketball. We're definitely going to be talking about the NBA and the playoffs and how that's unraveling, who's going to be the MVP this year, and who's going to end up going to the finals. Tonight, by the way, the Warriors blew a 31-point lead to make a 1-1 series now against the Clippers. Hopefully they can get back on track, but we'll definitely be getting more into that, and we'll be talking about that 31-point lead getting blown. Literally started this episode, and they were up by more than 20. Ended the episode, and they had lost. But, Keenan, tell the people where we can subscribe at, man.
Obviously, you can subscribe. We are on iTunes now, so you can find us in the podcast store. We're there. You can find us on Google. You can find us on Stitcher. I believe you can find us on Spotify as well. So any podcast directory that you subscribe to. You can find us there. And yes, please subscribe so that when you do, you'll have all of our latest episodes show up in your feed. And as well, when you do, please rate us and comment. Let us know what you think about the show. If you
And
like
that is
it, please
the
let us know.
Sports Drink Club. Not the, but Sports Drink Club, DRANK. Where can you find us on Twitter?
You can find us on Twitter at Sports Drink Club. Like I said, DRANK.
Yes, sir. Well,
Yeah.
this has been a great night. I definitely can't wait to get back to you tomorrow. But until then, amigos, amigas, drinks up.
Drinks up. I'll holler at you later, man.
Later, bro.
All right. Yep.